Thank you for inviting me today. I'm very sorry that I can't make it in person. Today's conference is very timely, with trade union expertise needed now more than ever perhaps over the past years in this transition to responsible business practices and sustainable value chains. The Corporate Sustainability Due Diligence Directive, which I negotiated the past years, instills important provisions for trade unionists in the defense of workers' rights globally. But the legislation will only achieve a tangible improvement in working conditions if those rights are exercised and the trade union movement fully engages in the due diligence process. Today's announcement of a trade union competence center is a very important development, and I congratulate everyone involved in that. Trade unions are placed front and center of the due diligence process enshrined in the CSDDD. They retain the sole right to consultation on policy development within a company and should be consulted throughout the due diligence process wherever labor questions are present and they have expertise to offer. A company can only accurately assess and tackle the risks they face in global value chains by consulting with experts on the ground. And indeed, many of those risks are to do with the labor force, such as health and safety, decent wages underpinned by responsible purchasing practices, upholding the freedom of association and stopping forced labor. Should they fail to do so, then victims have the right to seek damages with a trade union representing them, and unions themselves are able to raise concerns through the grievance mechanism. I am convinced that this legislation would make a tangible difference, especially with your hard work and dedication. It perhaps should not surprise us then that companies with less than exemplary labor practices have continued to push to weaken the law, and for now it seems that they might be succeeding. The Commission's omnibus may have promised simplification. In reality, it's a wholesale stripping back of rights, including trade union rights. And they propose to dramatically scale back consultation rights, even though trade unions still retain a privileged position in policymaking. They also propose to remove liability entirely at the European level, as well as provisions guaranteeing the rights for trade unions to represent victims in court. And of course, they limit the scope of application to direct suppliers, meaning many of the labor issues we're talking about will go overlooked. The Commission is poised to work with a radical right-wing majority to push this through the European Parliament, and it has indicated that it won't stop there, practically and potentially coming after employment legislation as well, such as pay transparency. Trade unions therefore have a vital role to play in the coming period. First and foremost, fighting against this backlash, but also continually advocating for and improving best practice, irrespective of the political games now being played in Brussels. We must defend responsible business conduct once again, and that means shining a light on the abuses, but also on the success stories of companies, workers, and civil society going above and beyond their legal requirements in order to improve standards. I wish you all the very best today, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. I'll do my part in the European Parliament, and I know that I can count on you to do yours there too. Thank you.